11 Sports and For the Fans welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the Lone Star Glory Stadium for the home opener for the relocated Lone Star Glory as they play host to the Arizona Scorpions. Good evening, everyone. I am Mike Daggs. Alongside me in the booth is Matt Wilson. You are watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans. Matt, I'm glad to be back. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, exactly, Mike. Glad to be back as well.
Matt, tonight we see the home opener for the Lone Star Glory. It's a franchise that started in Texas as the Dallas Law back in Season 6. After rebranding a few times and a two-season run in Seattle, they're back in Texas under new ownership and ready to get things started. Rookie 6th overall pick Ace Fennick will lead the offense out onto the field for his SFL debut, but he's got a tall task ahead of him tonight, facing a fierce defense led by the legendary Hall of Famer Eddie Gage. Matt, what do we have to look forward to in tonight's game?
I don't know, Mike. Honestly, it's hard to know what to expect. I've been in this league a long time, and I've seen massive team changes from season to season. Fennick himself played pretty well in the SFLM. However, this is the big leagues. It's a huge step up in competition. Meanwhile, the Scorpions didn't have the best season last year. However, they have a very stout defense. It's led by, the already mentioned Eddie Gage. This defense needs to step up big time and help their rookie quarterback out. Which team will win their first game of the season, Mike? There's only one way to find out, and that's on the field.
All right, Matt, well, let's head down to the field to get this one started. Arizona is getting the ball teed up. Lone Star Glory will get the first possession on offense. And we are underway for the home opener of the Lone Star Glory. Standing back at the 7-yard line, the kick will be returned all the way up to the 27-yard line, and that is where the rookie will get his debut action out on the field. Number 12, Ace Fennick, leading his offense out onto the field. 1,920 passing yards, 10 touchdowns, and 9 picks, Matt, coming out of the minor league from San Jose, and there he is.
I like his number.
Can't go wrong with the quarterback number 12, right,
No.
Matt?
Just like
There you go. 3 wide receivers out on the field for Ace Fennick and company. He's going to hand the ball off to Ike McBride, another rookie. This one out of the 7th round, third pick in the 7th round. Number 118 overall is Ike McBride, the rookie running back. Matt, this team is made up of several rookies. There's quite a few people making their SFL debuts tonight, as well as a good portion of free agents coming over from Vancouver, Las Vegas, Charleston, Seattle, a bunch of teams to help build the Lone Star Glory. McBride takes her second handoff straight up the gut. That one good for a few. Up to the 35-yard line will bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Man, we got a 12, we got a 34. I'm feeling all nostalgic. Red, white, and blue.
Back to the good old days, Matt. Fennick under center for 3rd down. Will pass. Has time, fires over the middle. Short pass is complete. That one up to the 43-yard line will get a fresh set of downs. Liam Hammer, the free agent from Chicago, with the reception.
That's what you want to do. Get a nice, easy pass for your rookie. Let him get his legs under him and then go from there. But if the running game's working, keep hammering at home.
Three wide on the field again for the Lone Star Glory. Fennick under center. Back to pass, looking over to the left-hand side. That one nearly picked off, but caught once again by Hammer. And Matt, let's take a look at the entire starting lineup of the Lone Star Glory. Ace Fennick at quarterback and Ike McBride are the running backs. Cameron Collier is the fullback. Liam Hammer and Dave Axis are the wide receivers. Adam Williams is the tight end, and some star offensive linemen, Marty Maddenfort, Rylan Caudill, and Bobo Caudill on the O-line. 2nd down and 2. Ball is handed off to McBride. McBride will get the first down and about another yard up to the 46-yard line.
Those Caudills are humongous human beings.
They are big. 700 pounds between the two of them, Matt.
Oh,
700 pounds.
That'd be the
pure Texas steer right there is what that is.
Prime beef.
Empty backfield for Fennec in the gun. Fennec back to pass. Has time. Short pass over the middle. That one is complete. Hauled in by Ross McGinnis. Gain of 4 on the play.
And the Glory kind of doing the right thing for a new team with a new quarterback. You're spending a lot of money on the O-line to give Fennec plenty of time to pass, hopefully, and opening up big holes for the running game with all these, rookie running back and a rookie fullback. So good job fortifying the O-line.
Fennec deep pass over the middle, and that one's caught. Big gain all the way up to the 19-yard line. Now inside the red zone. Liam Hammer, 39 yards on 3 catches.
This drive's looking like hammer time.
All hammer all day, man.
Nice post route. Gets hit and still gets a yard or 2. Man, Lone Star is looking pretty good so far.
Very efficient. There hasn't been any, massive plays, but there hasn't been any massive mistakes. It's been short passes, short runs. That was the deepest pass of the game so far. Trips formation to the left side of the bunch. Fennec, deep drop, fires another post route over the middle. That one's also caught once again, moving the chains, and that is Dave Axis coming over in free agency from the champion Atlanta Swarm with his first catch as a member of the Lone Star Glory.
We've seen some Atlanta Storm former members earlier, and the Aztecs make some plays, and so far they've been, doing well for other teams.
Offset I formation in the backfield. Fennec will hand it off to McBride, met right at the line and absolutely stuffed. Leveled on the play by Joey Tropicana, the second-year player on the Arizona Scorpions defense. And Matt, we mentioned the offensive lineman for the Glory. They've got quite the defensive line to deal with in Dede Sachs, Mark Mello, Alex Constantine, and E.J. DeQ. Talk about some beef. That's a stout front 4.
My back's hurting just thinking about it.
Another offset I. Fennec hands the ball off to Collier. Collier's into the end zone for the first touchdown for the Lone Star Glory and the first touchdown of Cameron Collier's career.
There's that line again. Opening a nice hole, and Collier just takes it right up the middle.
Cameron Collier, the
dive.
96th pick in the draft out of Boise. Coming in at fullback, 6'4", 260 pounds. Matt, that is a big fullback. That's a big fullback running behind a big O-line.
Don't they say everything's bigger in Texas? I think the O-lineman, the fullback. I mean, geez.
Apparently it applies to the Lone Star Glory as well. Wally Herman on for the extra point try. Kick is up, and it is through. Lone Star Glory take a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. You are watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports, and for the fans, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Denton, Texas. Lone Star Glory marching down the field, putting a touchdown on the board on their opening drive. Arizona going to be looking to respond with their first drive of season 15. Ball is taken up to the 21-yard line. And that is where Ashley Jackson will bring her offense out onto the field. Jacob McCall with that return. Ashley Jackson under center, split backs in the backfield. Jackson will throw, swing route. That one is complete to Nick Lasala, the rookie 7th round pick number 127 overall. Lasala with the first offensive play for the Scorpions this season.
Well, yeah, you were talking about the Scorpions line. The Lone Star line isn't anything to shake a stick at either. Their front seven is pretty dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take a look at them in just a moment. 2nd down and 11 after a loss of 1 on that catch. Jackson going deeper over the middle that time, and that one is picked off, intercepted by Lincoln Kingseed. Kingseed bringing it back to the 21-yard line, and just like that, Matt, the Lone Star Glory are going to take back over on offense.
Oh, the Glory signed Kingseed to a giant contract, and woof, looks like it paid off. I remember him making some big plays in the past, but again, another great addition to this team.
Yeah, absolutely. A midseason addition to the Vancouver Legion last season. Lincoln Kingseed made all sorts of plays. Didn't even play the whole season and still ended with 82 tackles and 7 interceptions. Coming over in free agency to the Lone Star Glory. And Fennick back out onto the field, going for it all right there and trying to hit his target, Adam Williams, over the middle. That one is broken up, incomplete.
Maybe a little bit of a rookie mistake there, but not a pick, so move on.
2nd down and 10. Let's take a look at B.J. Lovelace, the captain of the defense, you might say, playing inside linebacker. Trips formation to the top. Fennick back to pass. Out route to the top. Wide open is Dave Axel, getting the 1st down and a little bit more. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line.
They've given Fennick some easy routes, but I mean, look how wide open this concept. To get 2 receivers running similar routes, they split off, and then Axis is wide open. Easy pitch and catch for the rookie.
The closest person to Axis on that play, Matt, was the ref.
Never a good sign.
4-down lineman for the Scorpion. That run up the middle, short up to the 6-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
And if I'm the Glory here, I don't mind playing a little bit conservative, even if you gotta kick a field goal. Being up 10-0, your very first game as a franchise, nothing to shake a stick at.
2nd down and goal. Fennick changing the play at the line. Back to pass.
Oh, beautiful.
Short pass over the middle. That one's caught. Getting up to the 1-yard line. Now a 3rd down and goal. McGinnis with the catch. And Matt, is this where you hand it off to your rookie Ike McBride or your other rookie Cameron Collier?
I give it to Collier. 260 pounds of beef behind this line. Sounds like a winning.
Well, McBride's clocking in at 240. Well, let's see what happens here. Offset eye. Collier gets the handoff and stopped. Stopped short of the goal line. 4th down and goal. The defense comes through.
Well, there's that Arizona D line you were talking about. It was close, but you know what? Rather do that. Make the safe play again. Take your 3. Move on. Let your defense go back to work, because we haven't seen much of it, but it's been good so far for the Glory.
Wally Herman on for a very short field goal try. Herman coming over from the Carolina Skyhawks in free agency, went 20 of 22 last season. This one from all of 17 yards out. Matt, I think I could make this one, and so does Herman, putting it up from 18. The Glory extend the lead 10-0 here in the 1st quarter. Will Arizona be able to respond after this? You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fan. And welcome back. Matt, what do you think so far? Lone Star Glory 10-0 this quick in their home opener.
Not looking like I mean, they're not an expansion team, but they kind of are. So, I'd label them close to that, and they're looking like they've been a unit for a long time. As, oh boy, keeps getting worse for Arizona.
Flag on the return. McCall gets it up to the 21-yard line, but let's see what the call is.
Please don't be clipping.
And it is indeed. It is indeed clipping.
Clipping.
Oh, Matt, you jinxed him. You jinxed him. They call that on Rothko Justice.
Always hold a rough
Clippings,
spot in my heart for clipping.
Yeah, not one of Matt Wilson's favorite penalties. If you watch back, what season was that one? Was it season 10?
Oh yeah, the undefeated Tallahassee Pride had him on the ropes. Gonna kick a field goal for the win, and we get clipping on the attempt.
Unbelievable. Ashley Jackson back out onto the field with her offense, starting from their own 11-yard line. Jackson to throw, swings that one down to DJ Moses. The second Moses spins past the first defender up to the 18-yard line. Matt, these teams have actually met quite a bunch. We're talking about how Lone Star's new, but they've met 13 times in league history. This is meeting number 14 since season 6. They've played under 5 different collections of names in the series because the Lone Star Glory has been so many different things, and it's been quite a run. Lone Star getting the win 35-17 in their last matchup.
Jeez.
Moses stuffed behind the line. That time that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Matt, this offense is led by quarterback Ashley Jackson. You just saw DJ Moses the second there. We've also already seen Nick LaSala, the 7th-round rookie fullback. Wide receivers are Donnie Hands, James Hands, and Jacob McCall. Tiberius Bovine, the most veteran tight end in the league, 13 seasons, and found crooked at center as Ashley Jackson goes down. She gets sacked back at the 14-yard line, and it will put another end to another Scorpions drive. Sacked on the play by Al Lewis.
Lewis just gets a great angle there, gets a hit on Jackson, down she goes, and wow, this is one of the most impressive performances so far by a new team that I've ever seen.
Yeah, and to your point, Matt, you say Lone Star is not an expansion team, but technically, effectively it is. We can talk about it on this punt. This team was the Dallas Renegades. Nice little move on the return there. Dallas Law, Dallas Renegades, Dallas Roughnecks. Is that all the Dallas iterations? And then Seattle Tyrants, and now the Lone Star Glory. So this franchise has been around for a while. I mean, since season 6. But this roster is entirely comprised of rookies and free agents. Nobody from Seattle is still here. Oh, excuse me. There is one player, Jukin Rukin, number 60, the defensive end. That is the only holdover from Seattle. Ike McBride taking the handoff, and down she goes. Gain of 2 on the play up to the 42-yard line.
Again, if you're the Glory, you're in a great position. Try to just slowly get into field goal range. If you can just get 3 more, pile on the points. Your defense is playing lights out.
2nd down and 8. Fennick 5-step drop, steps up into the pocket like a veteran, swinging it down to McBride. Another short gain on the play will bring up a 3rd down and 5. We talked about the front 4 of this Arizona defense, Matt. The linebackers are B.J. Lovelace, Joey Tropicana. Cornerbacks, Monica Naka, Iverson Gamble, and Parker Thomas. The safeties, Anthony Wyo and the legendary Eddie Gage. Fennick, play action.
Whoa.
Out route to the top of the screen. That one is caught, but tackled short of the line to gain. Brought down on the play by Troy Trevelyan. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
Man, I'd almost want to go for it, but I think they're going to be safe here. And are they going to bring out the field goal unit? Or are they going to... well, they might take my advice. Sometimes it's good. Most of the time it's bad.
Fennick still out onto the field. Offset I formation. 8 in the box for the Scorpions, and they do snap the ball. McBride takes a handoff behind the line, gets across, and gets the 1st down.
All right, Coach Wilson, 1-for-1 on the season. I'm retiring.
I didn't think you were going to win that one, Matt. McBride took a step back and had to get around the tackler and was barely able to make it. You see EJGQ filling your screen there. Fresh set of downs. Fenwick will hand the ball off to Collier. Short gain up the middle, and Matt, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. An exciting first quarter so far, a little bit lopsided towards the Lone Star Glory. Arizona's got to get back into this one in the second quarter. 10-0 Glory in their home opener. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans. And welcome back to Denton, Texas for the start of the second quarter. Second down and 7, Lone Star in possession of the ball. McBride takes a handoff, running up the middle, a nice gain and falling across the first down marker up to the 23-yard line. Ike McBride having a good rookie debut.
Yeah, it seems like he has a nose for the first down marker. That one was close again, but look at him just reach out at the last minute, get the ball across the line, and the Glory just keep moving.
Empty backfield now for the Glory. Fenwick back to pass, firing deep over the middle, and that one picked off, taken away by the one and only Eddie Gage, intercepting the ball and getting it back for his team, bringing it up to the 18-yard line. Matt, Eddie Gage, quite the history in this league, been around for a long, long time, finally taking ownership of a franchise, the Arizona Scorpions, and making a big play to, for his sake, hopefully change the fate of the outcome of this game for his team. It was all Lone Star all day so far, but that could be a possible momentum shifter.
His first scoop of the season.
Well, you know, he's always good for 2 scoops, so Fenwick better be careful. Ashley Jackson under center will throw, short drop, connecting with Moses. Moses spinning his way up to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, I would say Arizona needs to get the receivers involved. I mean, it's nice to dump it off to the halfback every now and again, but you got 2 giant pairs of hands out there. Might as well get them involved.
Jackson to Moses again. Spins up to the 27-yard line. Great tackle on the play to see a quarterback comparison. So far, Fennec having a little bit more impressive debut, I guess, if you want to say that. Yardage-wise, neither has a touchdown. Both have a pick. 3rd down and 1 from the 27.
Maybe we'll see Nick LaSala here.
And it will be a handoff to Moses. Moses gets across the 1st down marker up to the 29-yard line. 1st down and 10.
Part of the Blue Sea and got that 1st down on that one. Desperately needed. That's, I believe, Arizona's first down.
I believe you are correct, Matt. Moses takes a handoff again, and that time gets absolutely stuffed. Put down right at the line by Freddie Trammell, Matt, a linebacker that has had an impressive career so far in the league. 3 seasons in the league now, coming over from Las Vegas in free agency, actually had 4 picks last season alone. You don't usually see that out of a linebacker.
Yeah, and now he's showing his great run support abilities. So what a well-balanced guy. Oh, my good Lord.
Tackled in the backfield that time. Hugo Reynosa, the Ram, they call him, the 2nd-round pick. Number 39 overall from Annapolis, getting the tackle for a loss.
Man, Arizona just being put in tough spot after tough spot.
Jackson under pressure again. Down she goes the 2nd time. Sacked back at the 23-yard line, and that will be how that drive comes to an end. Jukin Rukin, the one and only holdover from Seattle, with the sack. 9 last season, Matt.
Well, I mean, I guess Arizona got a 1st down, so it's progress.
It is progress. Mike Windu on to punt, though, for the Scorpions. Pressure coming, gets that one away. Return man standing back at the 40, sidesteps the first defender and gets up to the 48-yard line. Nice little move by McGinnis. And the Lone Star Glory will take back over on offense.
Well, the Glory just have to be careful. Like I said, you're up 10-0. You're at home. Just keep plugging away, keep being safe with the ball, and your defense is playing out of this world. I think you'll be in good shape.
Fennec hands the ball off to McBride. McBride gets stuffed at the line again, only a gain of 1. Matt, Eddie Gage changing the outcome of the last possession for the Lone Star Glory, and he is the league leader all-time in interceptions with 62. BJ Casper no longer in the league. Blake Chance with 47 is the next closest, with A.J. Levy and Aaron Lee in hot pursuit, but Gage with a sizable lead over everybody else.
And he just added another one, so 63.
Picks for days. Good point. Fennec wide open down the right sideline. That one is caught. We haven't seen Liam Hammer in a little while, but there he is there. Nice deep catch. Matt, he wasn't even covered.
Yeah, Fennec finds the soft spot in the zone and places the ball nicely along the sidelines, you know. Just a nice safe throw. Don't get too fancy. Get the 1st down. You're almost in field goal range. I keep harping on it, but true. And I'd run the ball now again. Use that big O-line.
Fennec under center, trips formation to the bottom. Fennec out route. That one is caught. Another gain of 7. And Matt, we've seen this sort of play out of this offense multiple times now, even though we're only a quarter and a half in. Just these short, safe passes.
For the most part, yes. But look at how much time Fennec has had compared to Jackson. I mean, you could sit down, get a cup of joe, read a book. Oh, someone's open. Jackson, one step flat.
It sounds like somebody's a little jealous, Matt.
Yeah, this O-line, yeah, for sure.
Fennec swings that one out to McBride. McBride almost makes it all the way, gets up to the 25-yard line, 3rd down and inches coming up. And, you know, Matt, we talked about this offensive line. Rylan Caudill and Bobo Caudill, both drafted by the Vancouver Legion last season, coming over in free agency. and Marty Maddenfort, the rookie free agent center. Three very stout pieces of this line. Ball is handed off to McBride. McBride gets the first down and more. Breaks through, stiff arms the defender, and falls down at the 10. They'll mark it at the 11-yard line. That'll be a first down and 10. What an impressive run.
Again, that's what I said. Give it 3rd and 1. Give it to your huge running back under a huge O-line. I mean, there's just so much poundage.
Manakanaka almost got stiff-armed into the turf, but was able to hold on, make that tackle. Mike McBride now 35 yards on 10 carries in her debut. Offset I formation on first down and 10. Fennick will hand the ball off to Collier. Collier is able to ram his way forward. Gain of 5 on the play. 5 minutes to go here in the first half.
Collier 6'4", 260, but there's 30 pounds on him, and he could play offensive lineman.
Well, that's kind of what you want out of your fullback too, right? You want to have that extra blocker out there in some instances, so why not?
Collier's like the anti-Phoenix Jones from last season.
Fennick looking towards the end zone.
Wow.
Finds the target, but they will mark him short. First down and goal from the goal line. I always love that spot, Matt. First and goal from the goal line, but Axis, I'm sorry, not far enough.
Dave, just flash the ball over the line, man. Come on.
Do a little shimmy.
Then again, I think the Glory have the Scorpions right where they want them with this team, the way they're built.
Collier or McBride, which one will it be? McBride into the end zone, touchdown, her first touchdown in the Simulation Football League. Congratulations, Ike McBride.
Man, too easy. Take a look at this blocking. McBride with a nice little sidestep there. But I mean, the hole was wide open. All she had to do was just run for it.
Yeah, Rylan Caudill joined forces with backup tight end Elvin York and just absolutely shoved the defensive end out of the way. McBride was able to just casually walk right into the end zone.
Yeah,
extra point try coming.
Williams is only 280-pound tight end.
Extra point is up and good. Matt, a lopsided one here so far in the home opener of the Lone Star Glory. 17-0, 4:13 to go in the first half. You are watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Denton, Texas. Lone Star up early in this one, 17-0. I'm Mike Daggs on play-by-play, joined in the booth by Matt Wilson, the Hall of Fame quarterback of the Mexico City Aztecs. Kick return brought out of the end zone and returned up to the 23-yard line. That's where Ashley Jackson will take back over on offense, Matt. Jackson, 4 of 5 for 15 yards and a pick so far. 80% completion percentage looks good on paper, but all of those completions have been to either a running back or a fullback. None of their receivers, Donnie Hands, James Hands, the Hands brothers, and Jacob McCall, Tiberius Bovine, a lot of offensive weapons in the receiving game, and we have yet to see them. Jackson back to throw and swings it out to Moses. Yet again, Moses able to get some nice yards on that one. Gain of 7 up to the 30-yard line.
But yeah, and I think that's, shown by the stats below. Arizona 13th place, 11 yards, 0.9 something yards per play. I mean, that's not going to win you a lot of games.
Second down and 3, split backs in the backfield. Jackson under center. Jackson to throw, finds Moses yet again. Moses spins past the defender, sidesteps his second, gets tackled by the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. My goodness. Carnage. First down and 10 from the 37, and Matt, they are moving the chains.
Yeah, they moved the chains for the second time. But I'm worried about this just throwing to the halfback all the time. I mean, you're going to get your short gain, but the Glory have already put up 17 points, so this kind of slow attack might not be what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, time to put your foot on the gas. Moses trying to do that with that run. Gains 5 up the right-hand side. And, Matt, if you take a peek here at the Who You Got community poll, Arizona was heavily favored in this one, probably because a lot of people were looking at Lone Star and saying, well, it's a complete rebuild.
Who are
here.
these guys?
Who? What's a Lone Star? So, well, you know what, Matt? They're telling everybody who they are here tonight so far. 2.5 to go in the first half of play. Jackson under center, 3 wide receivers. Will we see a receiver? We will not. DJ Moses with the reception, brought down on the play at the 45-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, and those 3rd and 2s are kind of scary right now because chances are they'll hand it off to Moses, and now Moses has got to dodge this crazy front 7. Well, maybe not.
3 receiver set once again for the Scorpions. And look at that, Matt, a receiver.
Oh!
They do exist. First down and 10 from midfield. That one is hauled in by Jacob McCall. McCall coming over from Tulsa in free agency. Only had 375 yards, 4 touchdowns on 32 receptions last season. But there's reception number 1 for the Arizona Scorpions. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. We will find out if Arizona is able to capitalize off this drive after this. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. All right, welcome back, Matt. 2 minutes to go from midfield. Arizona finally looking like they might have figured this defense out just a touch. 3 receiver set. That pass going backwards. DJ Moses having some ground to make up. Jackson maybe got a little nervous on that one, threw that a little fast. Loss of 3 on the play.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
That was quite the backwards throw. Good thing Moses caught it.
I don't know if it was like a crazy designed halfback pass that went awry, but yeah, let's just scratch that one off the playbook, okay?
Just put a line through that one for next week. Second down and 13. Jackson alone in the backfield. Sidearms that one over the middle, caught by Jacob McCall. 3rd down and 4 coming up, and in no particular hurry.
No, I mean, they got 3 timeouts. I think if they don't get the first down, they don't want to give the Glory time to work.
They will get the ball back to start the second half. The Arizona Scorpions, that is. So maybe they're just trying to see what they can get and go from there. 3rd down and 4, getting the pass off, but incomplete, trying to target Donnie Hands. Under pressure again. 4th down and 4, and the punter, Mike Windu, on to punt again for the Scorpions.
Been a busy man today.
He's gotten a little bit of a leg workout so far.
If he does his job right, he'll pin the Glory somewhat deep and likely just run the ball out, and I don't blame him. Take your 17-0 lead into half.
Punt is away. It'll drop down at about the 9-yard line and die
Beautiful
right there
job.
at the 2. They mark it down at the 3. Just what you called for there, Matt.
Yeah, now the Glory, rookie quarterback, you're just like, I got the tonnage. Just run, halftime. Or actually, run, halftime. I doubt the Scorpions are going to take any timeouts either.
Yeah, probably not. So Ace Fennick out onto the field under center. Ike McBride in the backfield, although there is 3 receivers, 1 tight end on the field. Fennick does indeed hand the ball off to McBride, met right at the line, and the clock will continue to roll. So quite likely, Matt, we will see that take us to halftime. Joey Tropicana with the stop.
Yep, just be careful. 2 hands for safety, and if something breaks, well, be ready. But most important, key number 1, hold on to the ball.
Only 1 receiver on the field this time. As Fennick will hand the ball off to Collier. Collier gains 1 up the middle. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 6, and that will do it for us so far here in the first half. And Matt, before we get to the stats and highlights, your thoughts of the first half of action. Surprised?
Yeah. I thought this was going to be a close game, considering kind of Arizona's struggles last season, but what? Wait a minute.
And they actually snapped the ball.
Oh,
Trying to catch everybody
wow.
off guard. Access incomplete.
What are they doing?
That'll bring us to 0. Now they're risking a pick 6. I don't know.
That would have been something.
That would have been quite the wow. That would have been
Coach
amazing.
Wilson would not have called that one.
No, I don't think so. That was pretty bizarre. So 17-0, your score here in the Lone Star State. Denton, Texas, home of the rebranded Lone Star Glory, and Matt, they are having their way with the Arizona Scorpions so far in this one. As we take a look at the first half stats, very lopsided.
The defense is scary, man, so far. 4 first downs for the Scorpions. I mean, those are basically, most of them been dump down passes. It's just hasn't been a good look, and this is what's been really winning the day. Look at this running game with these large O-line, these big backs just kind of mowing over the Scorpion defense so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Lone Star Glory on their first possession, 10 plays, 75 yards. That 6-yard touchdown rush by rookie Cameron Collier. On their next possession, Matt, the Lone Star Glory would have a 6-play, 18-yard drive that would end in a field goal. Arizona, in their first possession, it was a pick. Second possession was a punt. Lone Star, on theirs next possession, they threw a pick as well. Right to Eddie Gage. The legendary Eddie Gage in Arizona would not be able to capitalize off that turnover. They would be forced to punt. What would happen after that is a 8-play, 50-yard drive ending in a 1-yard touchdown rush by another rookie. Ike McBride with her first touchdown of her career, giving the Lone Star Glory a 17-0 lead at halftime, and we will see if Arizona can get things turned around. Matt, what would be your second half adjustments for the Scorpions if you were in that locker room?
I mean, they got to put an extra person in for pass protection, but also, really get those receivers involved. Stop chucking it down so much to the halfback and start going a little bit deeper to the, it could be 10 yards, but try to get the Hands brothers involved. They've been held to no receptions.
0, yeah, only 1 target as well. So we'll see what happens here in the second half as the kick is underway, taken back at the 2-yard line. Returned straight up the gut. That one will be marked down at the 25, and that is where Ashley Jackson will return back out onto the field. Only 1 incompletion and 1 pick so far. She is 10 of 12, 43 yards. But, Matt, like we said, most of those receptions went to DJ Moses. He's got 7. Nick LaSala has 1. The only reception by a wide receiver is 2 to Jacob McCall, but only for 13 yards. So let's see if they come back out with a slightly different look this time. Jackson under center, and it'll be a handoff here to Moses on first down. Off tackle to the left-hand side. Great run by Moses, breaks a tackle, and gets all the way up to midfield.
Biggest play of the game for the Scorpions. Moses had to kind of run around the outside of the front seven, found the hole, and let's take a look here. Yeah, right out on the outside. Breaks a tackle right here and gets an extra 2 or 3 yards, 4 yards. That's what they need to be doing more instead of trying to check it down to him all the time.
Jacob McCall with the pancake block, just absolutely leveling the defender on that side. Helping spring Moses free on that one. Jackson under center. Jackson will throw this time, finds Moses in the swing route once again. Moses sidesteps and spins past defenders to get back-to-back first downs, doing it a couple different ways. I mean, if the swing route is working, it looks great, but so far in the first half, it just wasn't getting it done. Gets it done on that one.
That wouldn't be the first time a player's maybe looked dumb. Double spin, juke, another attempted spin, picks up the first down, and I mean, this is pretty much Arizona's best drive of the game when they need it most.
First down and 10 from the 42-yard line. That one goes to Lasala. Short gain on that one, 2nd down and 7.
Not quite as nimble. And your fullbacks aren't the ballerinas of your team for the most part.
Not generally speaking, no. But, you know, LaSala tried. Picked 127 overall, Matt. Picked actually only a few picks after the running back for the Lone Star Glory, Ike McBride, who was picked at 118 overall. Jackson to throw. Moses with the reception. That time can't get anything done. Tackled by Doug Day, the free agent linebacker from the Vancouver Legion. Matt, Doug Day is welcoming his first grandchild into the world. Alistair was born on Wednesday. Mother and baby are doing well. Congratulations on being a grandpa, Doug Day. It's impressive to see an older fella like Mr. Day out there making tackles like that. Jackson with a quick pass over the middle. I'm going to move on from that comment real quick. McCall with the reception. Excuse me, though. That is it's James Hands with the reception. His first of the day, first of the season. He is there. I wasn't sure he made it to the game.
That's what they need, more hands. Get these big receivers involved, but doesn't look like on this play.
Jackson under center will hand the ball off to Moses. The defense swarms in the backfield, loss of 2 on that rush. Brought down in the backfield by Hugo Reynosa.
How do you run when people are in the backfield already? Just hold on for dear life.
3 wide receivers set here, 8 to go in the third quarter. Jackson over the middle, tipped and picked off, intercepted on the tip drill. Thomas Smith, the rookie second-round pick number 24 overall out of Boise with his first career interception.
Congratulations. That's an unfortunate situation for Arizona. They're moving the ball nicely, and then the drive stalls. Well, it doesn't stall. It gets just completely stopped.
It gets shut down, completely shut down. Thomas Smith, pick number 24 overall, the second pick in the second round. You know, quite a few draft picks from this Lone Star Glory team, Matt. But out of all the, let's see, they have 6 players were drafted that are on this roster in this past draft, and he was the second one. Shows how highly they regarded him. As you see, the 7th rounder, Ike McBride, barreling her way up the middle for a gain of 5.
Yep, slow and steady now, 17-0 lead. I mean, if I'm a Lone Star fan or a coach or whoever, I wouldn't change a thing about the offense. When there's a 0 on the other side of the board, you're not in any real hurry to do anything insane. Just keep getting first downs.
Fennec back to pass, out route to the top. That one's tipped and nearly picked off. Dave Axis was the intended target.
See Eddie Gage in the sideline there. Get the pick. We need the pick.
We need that back.
3rd and 5 here. I mean, I wouldn't begrudge them if they even ran the ball, the Glory, but look at that trip set to the top. Might be doing something out of that.
Fenwick will throw on 3rd down. Quick pass down the right sideline, and that one is somehow caught in double coverage. What an impressive catch by Hammer.
I was waiting for the interception signal from the refs, but how did he do it? I threw a ball like that a little bit earlier, and it was, corner route. There's I always call it the Tallahassee special, and Hammer went up and grabbed it.
Kanaka in on the coverage. Gage with the tackle. My goodness, BJ Loveless on your screen now. Trips to the left side of the bunch. Fenwick back to throw, pressure coming. Finds his target over the middle, and that one is good for a nice gain of 8 yards. Gary Gordon with the catch.
You see Fenwick there is sliding in the pocket. A little bit of pressure, slides, no problem, delivers a nice clean pass, gets you 8 yards, and 2nd and 2. Gotta love it.
Fenwick 10 of 14, 128 yards. No touchdown passes yet. Getting it done on the ground to get into the end zone. In Arizona territory, hands the ball off to Ike McBride. McBride getting past the 1st down marker up to the 40-yard line, and another fresh set of downs. Matt, the Glory have been really moving the ball with ease. It's now 3 of 6 on 3rd down.
Yeah, I saw Big Collier in there blowing up a hole for McBride.
Fenwick deep drop, pressure coming again, spins, throws a duck, and that one's nearly picked off. A rookie mistake there, throwing it right into the hands of Parker Thomas. Thomas not able to capitalize off that one, but Matt, you could see the panic, and the rookie pulled the trigger a little too soon there.
That's the one you just gotta find somewhere else or throw it away,
or just eat it. Cover the ball and just collapse and just be done.
Eating it sounds good in theory, but man, it hurts sometimes.
No, you're fine. You always bounce back. No, you always bounce back.
Yeah, I'm undefeated.
Jinx. Uh-oh. Fenwick back to throw deep down the right sideline, and that one's intercepted. Another one by Eddie Gage, the legend, the Hall of Famer, adding on to his total. And Matt, you called it earlier. You said 2 scoops for Eddie Gage. There's scoop number 2.
Eddie just playing his own. Man, he's looking everywhere for that ball. He's going left, he's going right. He finally locates it and just makes an easy reception.
He wanted that one back, and Matt, we're going to see what Arizona can do with it. Can they capitalize off this Eddie Gage turnover? We'll find out after this. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans.
I don't know. Are we clear? So this is what Arizona's been looking for this whole game. Nice play to hands. Earlier last season, look at him take the ball and just bye-bye. So Arizona needs a play like this from hands, maybe on this drive, to pull themselves a little closer to the Lone Star Glory. But, both of these Hands brothers can be big playmakers for the Scorpions.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. The Hands brothers are known for making big plays for their teams, and so far, 2 targets between the Hands brothers, only 1 for James. He's got a catch, only 14 yards. Will we see more out of him on this drive? Right there on cue, Donnie Hands with a catch for 6 yards, his first of the night.
Got to start someplace.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt, Arizona has had 3 straight drives of at least 7 plays that have resulted in 0 points. And that has to change now. They have no points on the board. We're more than halfway through the third quarter at this point, and got to turn things around now. It's do or die for the Scorpions. Jackson under center will hand the ball off to Moses. Moses off tackle to the left with room to run past midfield, up past the 40, and finally brought down after a nice run. Brian Craven with the tackle. First down and 10 in Lone Star territory.
Yeah, Craven showing some wheels to catch Moses, because if he doesn't make a nice effort play there, Moses might be gone.
Trips formation to the bottom of your screen. Less than 5 to go in the third quarter. Little stop and go move by Moses, gaining 5 up the middle. Second down and 5. A little slow to get up after that hit. Now approaching 50 yards on the ground today for DJ Moses.
We'll see on a couple big plays.
Split backs in the backfield. On second down, Jackson will hand the ball off to Moses. Moses that time wrapped right up and tackled Al Lewis, making the grab. Only a gain of 1.
And that's the danger with a formation like that. You take the Hands brothers right out of the play, and Arizona's thinking, oh, this has got to be a run.
Three wide receivers on third down. Jackson going deep over the middle. Has James Hands. Excuse me, that is Donnie Hands. All the way down to the 5-yard line. Finally, a big play from a Hands.
Well, not an 80-yard pass play, but still, Donnie Hands comes up with the biggest pass play of the game for the Scorpions. Almost gets into the end zone, and now this is where Arizona needs to get creative.
Matt, the Hands brothers, notorious, like I said, for getting it done through the air. You know, almost 2,000 yards combined between the two of them last season. A couple of the best receivers in the league, over 11 touchdowns combined as well. Finally helping the team out tonight. Moses taking the handoff, trying to run off tackle to the right-hand side. Can't quite get around the edge. No gain on the play. Second down.
Zigging and zagging, but not getting any yards. That's tough.
Ashley Jackson coming back up to the line. The Scorpions desperate to get points off of this drive. They have to. Need to be careful down here in the red zone. Jackson throws, and they are on the board. Touchdown, Scorpions. Roscoe Justice with the catch and the score.
Well, finally, Arizona strikes back, puts a little bit of pressure on the Lone Star offense now. Yeah, Jackson steps up in the pocket. Finally, a somewhat clean pocket, and receiver on linebacker. Usually a receiver will win that one most times.
So, Matt, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Arizona Scorpions finally getting the touchdown and back in it. You know, it seemed like it was all Lone Star all night long, but, you know, with that score, it's only a 2-score ball game, and you still have a full quarter and 3 full minutes. They just now have to lean on their defense to get a stop.
Yeah. Get some pressure on the young quarterback.
Extra point is up and good. 17-7 is the score here in this one. So, you know, we've seen some good looks out of Ace Fennick, the quarterback, the rookie quarterback for the Lone Star Glory. 10 of 16, 128 yards. Does have a pair of interceptions, though, both of which have gone to Eddie Gage. You know, we talked about that, Matt, in our opener about how this rookie was going to have, you know, a tall order ahead of him going up against a defense, you know, led by Eddie Gage, and with him patrolling that defensive backfield as well.
Yeah, just don't throw towards Eddie Gage. I think that's the answer, right?
Yeah.
He's on the right, throw to the left. That's all.
At this point, throw it away from Eddie Gage. Fennick leading the offense back out onto the field. Loveless getting things set up for the defense. There's one of the giant caudills taking up a full quarter of the screen, Bobo. 6'7", 350 pounds. These tackles, my goodness. Fennick back to throw. Fennick going deep down the right sideline. Fennick has Liam Hammer, and Hammer's off to the races. 2015 and tackled at the 17-yard line. Couldn't quite get to the 15, but look at those stats. 6 catches for 132 yards. Liam Hammer having quite the Lone Star debut.
There's a corner route again. Watch this. Corner, jump. Nobody in the area this time. Much cleaner room for Hammer to run. And
Gage tried to swat it down. Just couldn't reach.
A little bit out of position defensively, and that must burn if you're a Scorpion fan. Make a nice drive, and then Lone Star comes one play, and they're already in field goal range.
Liam Hammer from Chicago, 590 yards last season, 9 touchdowns. 590 yards, Matt. He's a third of the way there. Fennick, deep drop, steps up, fires towards the 5-yard line. That one is caught. Dave Axis with the catch. And, neither of these receivers really had big stats for their team. Neither one was receiver number 1. I don't even think either one was receiver number 2 for their teams last season, if I remember correctly. Axis with only 17 catches, 155 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. So, both of them getting a promotion of sorts here and doing what they need to do, what they were signed to do. Ike McBride with the carry, no gain, 2nd down and goal from the 5.
Yeah, this is where the Scorpion defense can't allow a touchdown. I mean, that would be a real big
bummer
blow to the Scorpions' chance for a comeback.
Split backs in the backfield for the Glory. Eddie Gage licking his chops for another pick. And it is a pass. Can Gage get it done? But no, the defensive line can. D.D. Sachs with sack number 1 of season 15. He had 3 last season. And on his way to at least getting that total, I would say, getting a sack here in week 1.
Yeah, if you got a sack on week 1, if you only had 3, you're on pace to have a lot more. Now Fennick has to be really careful. Don't just make the safe play here. Don't be a hero.
Fennick needs to be careful as he comes out in an empty backfield. Pump fake going towards the end zone. Touchdown, Dave Axis.
Well, I say go conservative. They go 5 wide, and they prove me wrong. Score a nice touchdown there.
Well, Ace Fennick is already showing us, Matt, that I think he's trying to make a statement that he's not afraid to just keep slinging it. I had said, maybe, I think you had said throw it away from Eddie Gage. What did he do on that next corner route? Threw it right at Eddie Gage, right over his head. He goes, throw it away from Eddie. Watch this. Right over his head. Big play to Liam Hammer. And then ultimately a touchdown catch by Dave Axis, extending this lead 23-7. Extra point try coming up. Kick is up and good now, 24-7 here in Denton, Texas, home of the Lone Star Glory.
Now if you're Arizona, you've tasted the end zone once. You need to taste it again quickly.
Wally Herman has the ball teed up, ready to kick it back to the Scorpions. McCall takes it from about the 2-yard line, gets it up past the 20. And Matt, this is the situation that we are in now. A three-score game once again. Jackson starting to turn things around through the air a little bit. 17-20, passing the 100-yard mark, has that touchdown pass. Still has 2 picks, obviously, and those need to completely come to a stop at this point. DJ Moses with 50 yards on 11 carries. Punched one into the end zone. Excuse me, no, did not get into the end zone quite yet. Moses with that swing route. Been used through the air more than the ground so far. You can almost actually call it about even. 10 catches for about 50 yards, 11 rushes for about 50 yards. So, used very heavily in the passing game, more so than any receiver on this team.
Yeah, but the Glory's been ready for most of those screens. Moses has made some moves to get bigger yardage, but it's been tough sledding.
Moses hit right at the line, tackled for no gain on that play. Lincoln Kingseed coming up for the tackle at the line of scrimmage, has that interception earlier. Getting a tackle there.
Well, I think we're not going to see another play, Mike. We're rolling to the fourth quarter, and Arizona has a lot of catching up to do.
Arizona in possession of the ball, and they do indeed need to get caught up in this one. 24-7, the score at the moment. We'll see what happens after this. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fan.
And now we're going to take a look at the one lone veteran, one of the few lone veterans on this team, the Lone Star Warriors, Freddie Trammell. Mike, the man's more like a corner than a linebacker. It's going to be dangerous to be throwing against this team with him out on the field. Look at this pick. One-handed. Just a beautiful pick. And then he had 2 against these Scorpions last season. Take a look. Jackson. Hoop right in front. Beautiful play. So if the Scorpions are going to be throwing the ball, that's the guy they got to throw away from.
Yeah, you got to watch out for him for sure. My goodness, 2 picks the last time these teams met. That's crazy. Ashley Jackson under center, watching out for Trammell on the other side of the field. Throws that one over the middle, finds Donnie Hands, but that'll bring up a 4th down and 2. Gains only 5 on that play.
And the punter will come out again.
Fourth down and 2, and the drive will indeed come to an end. Arizona will have to punt the ball away. Once again, we'll have to lean on their defense. Try to make a turnover. Desperate at this point to get a turnover to try to stay in this game.
Yeah, only 7 points in 3 quarters.
The Glory take possession of the ball at the 35-yard line, where Ace Fennick will continue his impressive debut, 13 of 19 for 210 yards and a touchdown pass. Under center for this one. Fennick back to throw, fires a duck to the left-hand side. Axis with the catch. Matt, that looked like a Matt Wilson special.
Doesn't matter how pretty it is as long as it gets there.
As long as it gets there and gets caught. Getting it there is only half the battle, Matt.
Oh, if it's a duck, sometimes you get that wind resistance.
That's true. Fennick in the gun. Flanked by a running back to either side. 4 down linemen for the Scorpions. Fennick to throw out route to the bottom of your screen. Liam Hammer continues his impressive night as he runs out of bounds at the 46-yard line, stopping the clock. 1st down and 10.
That was almost surgical. They kept the 2 backs in there for protection. Arizona drops back deep, and Fennick just throws it right underneath that zone and picks up the 1st down. Clock keeps running just with the doctor ordered.
Fennick making a change to the play at the line, 3 receiver set. Short drop for Fennick, pressure coming, fires over the middle to Hammer. Hammer's able to gain 8. And Matt, what is the answer here? I mean, do they need to maybe blitz Fennick a little bit more at this point? I mean, with this O-line, the front 4 are really, I mean, we saw D.D. Sachs with a sack, but that's been it so far.
I don't know. You might try to blitz him once. You just don't want a big play out of the Glory if you blitz, because you leave those receivers one-on-one.
McBride with the handoff up the middle. Excuse me, that was Cameron Collier with the handoff, getting the first down and a little bit more.
I say, how could you miss him?
This is a big running back.
Yeah. Where's the beef? Right there.
Fennec in the gun. Empty backfield. So yeah, they don't want to run the clock out, Matt. They just want to just keep their foot down, pressed firmly on the gas pedal. Fennec stepping up, throwing. And that's the sort of thing that can be dangerous. Just what the Scorpion ordered. Another interception. That one's picked off by Parker Thomas. Thomas had his hands on a ball earlier tonight and dropped it. Getting it that time. 3 seasons in the league for Thomas. Only had 1 pick last season. And, well, check that right off the board. You can put an X in that box. You've already got your 1 pick now.
Yeah, they went risky, and this time it didn't pay off. And now, if you're Arizona, you got to throw the short plays out the window and get some, 15-yard, some kind of route. I don't care if it's a post, if it's a streak, if it's just something.
Offset I formation. Jackson will throw. Fires a short one straight into a defender's leg. Trying to hit McCall. That one's incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Mike, I'm just noticing just a lack of deep options in the pass game. It's all been runs and short dump downs for the most part. And if your defense isn't playing great, that's going to lead you into just almost a no-win situation. I mean, look at this set. Got to throw to a receiver.
I formation. Hands the ball off to Moses. Moses, no gain on the play. And just like that, another turnover, and it's already 3rd down and 9. So, it's been a struggle for the Scorpions offense, to your point. They haven't been able to capitalize off these turnovers.
Where's a shotgun? Paging.
Yeah, even now with an empty backfield.
And that's dangerous.
Jackson under center. Juke and Rook and Yogi Bar licking their chops. Coming around the edge. Jackson deep over the middle. That one's caught. Caught all the way up at midfield. And James Hands finally trying to get a little bit more involved. 1st down and 10 from midfield, but under 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, Jackson, look at this. Protection. Finds the very large hands. I mean, these guys are 6'6" apiece. They can do a number on a one-on-one corner situation, but got to give Jackson enough time to throw, and you have to run the plays deep enough for them to take advantage of the possible mismatch.
Mickey McGuire and Thomas Smith combined for the tackle on that one. Jackson back to throw, quick pass straight over the middle, and that one is caught. Tiberius Bovine also apparently showed up for the game, getting the first target tonight. 13 seasons in the league, Matt. 650 yards on 54 catches last season with 3 touchdowns. First catch of the night, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
I need more of that set. Seems to be working against the Lone Star defense, but let's see what they have cooked up here.
Moses takes a handoff and more of the same, tackled right at the line. We've seen some nice runs by Moses. We've seen some nice big chunk plays. But now I think we might need to just move on from those. Juke and Rukin with the tackle. I mean, you're ticking precious time off the clock, and you've got nothing.
No. And this set, we'll see. Let's see if I'm
see what happens. Jackson will throw. Checks it down to Moses, trying to give him some room to work with. Able to gain 2. They'll spot him 3. 3rd down and 7.
Like I said, I was afraid of this. They need to go to that. They don't have a shotgun set in their playbook. They need to go get those receivers out there 4 wide. Well, Moses is on the sidelines, so 5 wide.
Jackson under center, 4 down lineman.
4 wide.
Quick pass over the middle, and that one is caught. Hauled in by Donnie Hands. And that one is good for a 1st down.
And see, when you give your receivers, some plays where they can make some catches, it's paying off for the Scorpions. They just haven't had the right combination, the right balance of short and deep plays.
James
Even
Hands
medium plays.
39 yards on 2 receptions. Looking to get into the end zone here. Offset eye. We tick under 6 minutes. Moses tackled for a loss in the backfield. Absolutely mowed down by Juke and Rukin. 2 tackles for a loss now on the night.
Yeah, I might have wanted to go to the spin. I don't think you're going to get around that, man.
No, a full-speed Rukin is something that you're just not going to survive. There's no juke in that Rukin, Matt. Jackson to throw. Oh, pressure coming down. She goes. Sacked back at the 22-yard line. A big loss of 3 will bring up a 3rd down and 17.
You know, and that's why you'd love to see a shotgun play. I think it's Rukin again.
Rukin's just been a terror on this defense so far tonight for the Lone Star Glory. Jackson, a little bit deeper of a drop. Pressure coming again. Down she goes. 4th down and 22. And this is it, Matt. If they can't score here, I think it's all but over for the Scorpions. Juke and Rukin once again.
Spin move and just diving for the legs of Jackson.
That was a whole lot of spin. My goodness.
Ay, look at this. Just planning.
Just picks her up and just boom, down she goes.
What are they doing?
Going for points.
Field goal.
Looks like going for points. Going to try to turn it into a 2-score ball game.
I guess it works.
44 yards from the left hash. Kick is on its way, and it is good from 44. Cliff Allen, the rookie, 6th round pick, number 105 overall out of Lincoln. His first career SFL field goal is up and through to cut into this lead. We'll see what happens after this. An onside try coming up. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. Onside kick try coming up early in the career of Cliff Allen. Can he get it done? Kick is on its way, and it is returned by the Lone Star Glory. Easily scooped up by Howard Lee. Matt, that's a very difficult play to have to pull off, especially for a rookie.
Yeah, well, it's not over yet for the for the Scorpions. What they need to do is this defense has to step up, stop the running game, force a 3rd down pass, because, you know, the Glory are close to field goal range, but not quite there yet.
Fennick under center. I expect a heavy dose of the run on this one. McBride with the run up the middle, a nice gain of 51 yards now on 16 carries for the rookie 7th rounder. Matt, in the draft, were you at all surprised that Lone Star selected the fullback in the 6th round and then the running back in the 7th?
Yeah, it seems kind of backwards to me, but I mean, scoreboard. What can you say? Touche.
If it's working, don't question it. Offside eye, letting this clock tick down. You can follow the Simulation Football League on social media, just about any platform of your choice at Simulationfl. That run good for a 1st down by Cameron Collier. Both of these rookie running backs, Matt, you talk about, I was talking about the draft and, where these running backs were taken. And I mean, one of the big things to point out is there's some rookie running backs that were taken significantly higher that, may or may not have also had good nights, in their games so far this weekend. But Ike McBride and Cameron Collier, a 6th and 7th rounder, both finding the end zone in their rookie debut, combining for almost 100 yards. And when you have, a 1-2 punch like that can get 100 yards on the ground and a pair of touchdowns, I think as a coach, you would take that any game.
Yeah, I mean,
McBride takes that handoff and another big chunk play, 7 yards, 2nd down and 3, and more time will tick away.
you're always happy when you're running back and getting the end zone, and especially these young guys. I mean, you're going to see a drastic improvement throughout the season as they get more accustomed to the speed of the SFL Major League.
2nd down and 3, 2:40 to go in the ball game. Eddie Gage out on the field, frustrated that he can't get yet another interception when they just stick to the ground. Offset I formation. Fennick will hand the ball off to Collier. Collier met at the line and stopped. It took quite a bit of effort to bring down that mountain of a man, but they were able to do it. Gain of only 1, 3rd down and 2, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning, Matt, and we'll see what happens after that.
It's like some lumberjacks chopping down a redwood tree. Timber! Look, there he is right
been
there.
Around for 300 years. 2-minute warning. Arizona 10, Lone Star Glory 24, one final break, and then we will see the conclusion of this one. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports, and for the fans, stay with us. Two minutes to go, 3rd down and 2 here in Denton, Texas. Fennick will hand the ball off to McBride. McBride gets the 1st down, and that is where Arizona will have to start burning those timeouts. Matt, that was a costly 1st down.
That's what this team's, the Glory are really, this is their bread and butter. You got the Caudills, you got Madden for it, and you got the 270-pound tight end Williams, and then you got a 240-pound running back, a 260-pound fullback. I mean, end of the game, you close it out. It's a perfect situation for them.
Short run up the middle for Colliers. He's able to gain about 5. It'll be a 2nd down and 5. Arizona will burn another timeout. Do you want more SFL content? Our Discord community has podcasts, articles, and highlights about the league, its team, and players. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Simulationfl. Visit our website at simulationfl.net for more news, features, and information. 2nd down and 5 from the 11-yard line. Ball is handed off to McBride. Almost gets another first down, but stopped right at the 7-yard line. It'll be a 3rd down and 2. Arizona forced to burn their final timeout. Matt, tonight does not conclude week 1 action. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night, Monday night, that is July 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Carolina will head to Charleston. Colin Northrup and Ryan Caudill will be on the call. 9 p.m. Eastern Time, the Las Vegas Fury will head to Denver, take on the Nightwings. Chris Curtis and Gerald Giudice on that one. Fennec hands the ball off to Collier. Collier gets the first down, and Matt, that will spell the end of this ball game.
Yikes.
There you have Matt's analysis. And with that note, we are also accepting applications for broadcasters for the second season of the Simulation Football League minor leagues, so that we can replace people like, so that we can add to the people like Matt, the quality analysis.
I'm rusty. Give me a break.
Yikes, he says. My goodness. Ace Fennec in the victory formation will be able to kneel this one away in his rookie debut. 16 of 23, 229 yards and a touchdown. Matt, he did have 3 picks, but what do you think about the rookie?
I mean, you'd like to see less picks, but the defense did its job. They had to, help out their rookie quarterback, and that's what they did.
Liam Hammer unable to find the end zone, but 8 receptions for 153 yards. A great debut on the Lone Star Glory for Mr. Hammer. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, and the corner routes were killer. That's where Lone Star has a couple big plays. So they just had some deeper throws than the Scorpions attempted, and when they did, they couldn't keep Jackson clean for most of it. But they definitely need to maybe clean a few things up for next week in the playbook.
The Lone Star Glory may be taking a look at the community poll before the game. Only 37% of the people thought that they could pull off the victory, and a convincing performance. Final score in this one: Lone Star 24, Arizona 10. Lone Star gets the victory. Will start 1-0 on the season, and maybe going to silence some of the doubters. Lone Star will improve to 1-0, and Arizona will start the season 0-1. Next up for Lone Star, they cross the northern border and head to Vancouver, take on the Legion. For Arizona, next week will be their home opener as they host the Houston Hyenas. Matt, your final thoughts in this one?
I mean, what a performance for the Glory, top to bottom. Fennec got the job done. It wasn't pretty, but no major meltdowns. The running game looks impressive for this O-line. Fennec's going to have time to get better, and time in the pocket looks like all season long. So other teams better watch out for this defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Including me. If I have to play him, I better wear some extra padding.
Yeah. Poor Matt, you get beat up quite a bit from that backfield. We got to talk to Ramos and maybe get some big boys like the Caudills on the Mexico City offensive line help keep you upright. Maybe even give you time to throw a convincing spiral every once in a while.
Oh, shush.
It's
a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Doesn't matter what it looks like.
A touchdown's a touchdown, no matter how much it quacks. You literally made Eric Vincent quack on air because of the pass. Kind of like that one, only significantly more wobbly. But I digress. 24-10, the final score. Ace Fennec getting it done in his rookie debut. Matt, any guesses on the player of the game?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
Ace Fennec, 16 of 23, 229 and a touchdown, but he does have the 3 picks.
Yeah.
Liam Hammer, 8 catches, 153 yards, but no touchdowns. Mike McBride, 75 yards on the ground, 21 carries and a touchdown. Could be any of them. Liam Hammer does indeed get the call as player of the game. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports, and for the fans, for Matt Wilson, Alan Armitage, and Johnny Bravo on stats, our commissioner and producer Cameron Irvine, and everyone here at the Simulation Football League and 11 Sports. I am Mike Dagg saying thank you for joining us, and good night, everybody.